Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm Sharon Gilmour-Glover. Being able to anticipate, being willing to anticipate is a tremendously important skill. Some people it's a natural strength, and for others we need to develop the skill. In business, here at Clarity for the Boss and at Jump Point, we call it assumption-based planning. We use an assumption-based planning model. And there's two parts to that. One is, as soon as we create a plan and we're ready to execute, before we get started, we look ahead and we anticipate what are some of the potential barriers that we could run into. Let's put them on the table now. Let's think about some worst case scenario. What are our fears? What are we afraid? What's worst case scenario that could happen? And then what are just some of the regular barriers? What if our back end doesn't get done for 2 months longer than we thought it would? For instance, what are we going to do if that happens, if we're working with technology? When you look ahead and you start to anticipate barriers, you can start to be thinking about and getting ready for countermeasures. So when the inevitable happens and something doesn't roll out the way you thought it would, you're ready for it. You've already thought about how you might respond to a change. Using anticipation along with assumption-based planning is tremendously helpful. It narrows our expectation gap. Assumption-based planning means that we know that we're planning based on the assumptions that we're making today, based on our past experience and the knowledge and skills that we have. Something may come along tomorrow or next week or next month that is outside of our scope right now, that we can't anticipate. As long as we understand we're using assumptions and not facts, then we're okay with that. All right, our assumptions, some of them weren't right. We're not getting the performance that we were looking for. We're not driving the results we anticipated seeing. What do we need to change? When you combine a willingness and an ability to anticipate, to use your fears, to look at what could throw us off, what am I afraid of, and the knowledge that it's assumption-based, not fact-based planning, we're way better situated to deal with the inevitable challenges that will arise. It reduces that expectation gap. We're not thrown off so much. We don't feel so freaked out that we don't know what the hell we're doing because something didn't turn out. Use your fears productively, or as Jim Collins says, productive paranoia. Know that it's assumptions that you're basing your planning on and move ahead with confidence. Let us know how you're making out. I'd love to hear how you're using this in your own business. Thanks so much for joining me. See you next time.